And then in 2023, John Redcorn Awards.
Johnny Redcorn. You know, like I do, he's Johnny Bluecorn. I'm just kidding.
I've seen if y'all caught that.
Watch the flash. Watch out for the
What is
That's off King of the Hill.
Is that?
So,
Say what?
Hello and welcome everyone to episode 238 of the Mashup, the shortest bourbon conversation Kenny's going to hear all week long. Your host Anthony, Stephen, and that lovable Kenny. Hello.
You love Kenny, don't you? You don't like me.
Nope, lovable Kenny.
I knew it.
He's the new flavor in town.
I'm just this guy, and Kenny's the man.
Flavor Flav.
So what's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, just waiting to try this new bottle we have.
Yeah, it's actually something I've never seen before, and Kenny sprung a surprise on us because I don't think that any of us know what this is. This is actually probably the least prepared we've ever been for a short in the history of the Mashup podcast. So, Kenny, I don't know, man. What do you think?
Yeah, so I had never heard of this either.
Oh, that's
goodness.
Great.
At all whatsoever, zero.
We're in trouble now.
So what's happened is my youngest son has launched his own company.
What?
It is an AI company. He writes AI programs, can really help save your business a lot of money.
Beautiful.
But he named it Millstone. So
Okay.
it's Millstone AI.
Very cool.
So my wife was looking online and found this Millstone Dutch single rye whiskey.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
So his company's name is Millstone. This is Millstone. She got him a bottle of this, for his inauguration of launching his business.
I got you. Okay. The inaugural.
But what happened was, if you look this up, it has won World Rye Whiskey of the Year for the last 3 years.
Really?
2022, 2023, 2024, the best
Okay.
rye whiskey in the world. So I thought, why should we not try it, right?
That's great. And it's also cool that your son is, so your son's not going to be, because he's in a different industry, right? AI is different than rye whiskey, so
Right.
he can't get sued by anybody, right?
Oh, yeah, should be fine.
Okay.
Yep, should be fine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, he's doing some crazy stuff with AI.
Really?
AI is legit. AI is insane.
Probably more crazy than the pictures that I generated over the weekend and we're sending everybody that was just from my Apple
Yes,
app.
he's actually doing. Yes, he is. You are literally a mess. Like, you are truly a mess.
Sorry, I ruined a good moment. Let's go back here.
Yeah, but no, I mean, there's just one project he's worked on for this one business in the health industry. He literally wrote a program. It took him a while to get the program completely done.
Right.
So it's not like it takes him a second or anything. It takes a long time, but he wrote this program that you press a button and literally in about 7 minutes, it does what they used to pay somebody a 40-hour work week to do.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, it's what he's doing is pretty incredible, dude, with the AI stuff. But that's how we have this bottle, as Shannon found it online, and especially since since it's won world whiskey for world rye whiskey for the last 3 years. I mean, why not?
So this is Kenny's namesake here.
It is.
No, don't put it on me yet.
We're going to have to like it.
After we
go.
taste it, we'll see. You can put it on me or not.
There you go. So, Kenny, you have given me this bottle now. And anyway, this comes to us from the Millstone. Is it Millstone Distillery? Let me see here. It says, produced and bottled by Zuidam Distillers, Export BV, the Netherlands. Okay.
Ooh, the Netherlands.
Imported by William Wolf Brand LLC in Charleston, South Carolina. I wonder if that's the William Wolf whiskey brand that I know from Instagram. I really wonder. I can't figure that out. So anyway, this is a 2020 release date.
Dude, here's what's crazy. We just got this bottle in a couple days ago.
Okay.
Like, I just ordered it, and it's 2020 bottling.
Wow. Yeah, it says bottling October 20th and distillation date April 12th.
And if you go to their website and look at it, look at this. It's the same picture.
Holy cow.
2012 distillate, 2020
Wait a
bottling.
minute. Is this a Fugazi, Kenny?
Well, here's the no. We'll all learn this in real time.
Right.
I mean, just off the air before we started, I was like, holy crap, this is 2020. So here's the thing. I wonder if it's won world whiskey of the year or rye whiskey of the year the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Was it the exact same 2012 distilled, 2020 bottle they entered the last 3 years in a row as compared to like something new or different? I have no idea, man. That's crazy.
Right. So that
The picture on their website's the same as that picture there, or as a bottle we have.
Absolutely crazy. So let me just go here. It says it's 100% rye whiskey, 100 proof, 50 ABV. The mash bill is 100% rye. This is small batch, milled by Dutch windmills, whatever that means. Being that it's 8 years old, and it says distillation date is April of 12, and bottling date is October of 20. Guess who was born in April?
Me.
My oldest brother and you.
Oh, I was.
Guess who was born in October?
Who?
My middle brother. And I'm like, what is this? My brother's bottle here? So there's a lot of family connections to this. But anyway, what was the MSRP on this, Kenny?
It was $99, and then you had to pay shipping to get it here.
So it was over $100. Wow, it's a pretty hefty price tag for 100 proof rye whiskey, but one that's 8 years old, made by
but it's milled by Dutch windmills.
Dutch windmills.
So the rye grain was milled with windmills. That's their thing.
That's pretty cool.
But it says 100 proof, 100% rye grain, 100% small batch, 100% milled Dutch windmills, 100% small pot distillation, 100% new American oak, 100% handmade, and 100% grain to glass.
Okay.
Wow.
So like they have all over the bottle. It's got those hundreds everywhere on it.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm excited. Do you want to nose this?
Let's go.
Nose and taste is a short, so whatever.
While you're nosing, because I love to do fun things.
Take him away! Dr. Evil, can I paint as yoo-hoo gold? It's kind of my thing, How about new, you crazy Dutch bastard?
Wowza.
You got to remember the good old Austin Powers. When you started talking about Dutch windmills and stuff, I got excited about that. So
on their website, they do say it has an unusually long 11-day fermentation process. And that allows for, I'm going to mispronounce this, malolactic fermentation to occur.
I think you got that right. Malolactic is correct, yeah.
But normal fermentation, 3 to 5 days, 4 to 6 days.
I think so.
Kind of normal?
Yeah.
So this is 11-day fermentation.
Wow, that's a lot more.
This has a really interesting nose, like super interesting nose. I can't quite say that it's a nose like any other rye.
I've not tasted it yet. Have you tasted it?
No, not
okay,
tasted
good.
yet.
Because here's the thing on the nose. You either get a borderline Scotch or Irish nose.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I was actually
going to saying weird, but
say that longer fermentation actually like almost has that. Okay, this is going to sound bad because a lot of times a nose is not telling of what the taste could be.
I hope it's not.
But it has like a sour almost.
That's
like
what
a
I'm saying.
sour distiller's beer nose, like kind of like maybe it's longer fermentation.
That's why it's reminding me of like potentially a Scotch or an Irish that I don't love, like not that super fruit bomb Irish.
Right.
That's weird. I'm getting a wafer and a chocolate.
Oh, you getting chocolate? I think I could see the chocolate.
I'm getting a wafer too.
Let me think. The wafer. That's interesting.
Okay.
Like a Kit Kat wafer?
Anthony, swirl it or pop it.
Yeah.
And I can see that little chocolate coming through now that you swirl it. I didn't get it until I swirled it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a different kind of chocolate. I'm better at picking up like roasted coffee and dark chocolate. Yeah. This is more of
peanuts out of it too.
A milk chocolate.
But I guess that's what the wafer I feel like I'm getting.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I gotta taste it, dude, and see how. Because this is a crazy nose.
Gio.
It's crazy.
This is completely wacky because this is like very far off for us. No one's ever heard of this. We don't know what it tastes like. It's 8 years old, and it's supposed to have won Whiskey of the Year 3 times. I mean, this is
Rye
ridiculous.
Whiskey of the Year, the last 2022, 2023, 2024.
That's nuts.
Chocolatey peanut. Holy crap. It's not chocolatey peanut. So what you picked up on the nose, I'm picking up on the palate. I didn't pick it up on the nose that much.
You guys with the chocolate peanut, me, I get a little bit of stewed fruit as well. That's just me. Kenny, I think you put this in my head now, but when you said Irish Scotch, I don't think it's Irish or Scotch, but I think it's more Irish than it's Scotch. And I
was just saying there was something that wasn't like our traditional American rye.
It's definitely not like a traditional American rye. No way. Definitely not.
Yeah, there's an underlining dryness to it.
Right.
And then I'm also getting a little bit of raisin on the
raisin?
Very faint on the tail end.
So New Riff is 100% rye, 95% rye, 5% malted rye. Most our other ryes are 95.5s with a 5% malted barley.
Right.
I've got that Blom experimental 100% rye over there. But most of our ryes are lower, if they're Kentucky. But this is 100%. So.
You getting that coffee too?
Yeah, it's coming off as a little roasted. It's really weird. So it's funny. The more I sip it, the more I get. It's almost like Scotch meets rye to me, anyway.
Scotch by rye.
Scotch by rye. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. Because even though I haven't tasted a lot of Scotch, I've mentioned this maybe in a couple of the archived episodes that there was a phase I went through in my life where I was young, and a lot of people, just like when you're young, you try to like get your hands on some alcohol that might make you feel a little bit good.
Like Crown.
Yeah, but it might not be something that you might want to drink.
Like
and
Crown.
Yeah, like Crown. Well, for me, that was a bottle of Chivas Regal that nobody had touched in my buddy's house for a long time. And so it was like I would just take a tiny bit of it and just sip it because I couldn't really gulp it down because it didn't taste like something I want to have. It's not quite Scotch like that, but it has some Scotch characteristic to it. And but I get some of the chocolate that you guys talk about, but I'm definitely getting like a stewed fruit that is more present to me in the Scotch than anything. Not smoky at all. So just to clarify, no smoky peaty.
No peat.
No smoky peaty. I'm talking like I can't remember what Longmore is. There's a kind of Speyside Scotch, which I know is a broad category. That's something I've tasted a little bit more because my brother likes that sort of stuff. And it's kind of got more of that fruit register to me that you get on like a longer age Speyside.
What is the Speyside? I never heard of it.
That's just a region in Scotland.
Okay.
And it's a type of Scotch, but my brother prefers that type of Scotch to others. Like
that finish lingers.
It's a long finish.
And it lingers.
Yeah. Do you like the flavors of it?
Overall, yes. There's one little point in there that I don't like as much. And I think it's like just after the very initial. So it isn't really the mid palate. It's actually part of the very front palate. It happens about 1 second after the initial, but then it goes away after a second or two, and then the middle and the end I like a lot. It's just like one little section, and that might be more of that scotchiness like you're talking about.
Scotch.
Yeah, it almost has like
I wonder why it's
like
has that.
It's like a malty hoppy characteristic almost that you get like in a beer.
I might have to ask Darsh about this, dude.
Yeah,
because like he is like the most. Freaking, he's so smart and he's so educated and he knows all this crap inside and out.
Right.
I'm not asking about that.
No, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, so I'm looking. It says, World Whiskey Awards was 2022 World Whiskey Awards Whiskey Magazine. So 2022, 2023, 2024, it won Best of. And then in 2023, John Redcorn Awards.
Johnny Redcorn. You know, like I do, he's Johnny Bluecorn. I'm just kidding.
I've seen if y'all caught that.
Watch out for the corn.
What is
That's off King of the Hill.
Is that?
So
say what?
John Barleycorn Awards.
Barleycorn. There you go. I was going to say something didn't sound right about that. You're more of a King of the Hill guy than.
Dude, that's one of the best shows I've made ever. I'll tell you, I've watched it from beginning to end twice already. Yeah.
I actually want to see if we can find any professional tasting notes on this just to see what it says. Millstone Rye tasting notes, if I can find any.
Check Breaking
on their website.
BreakingDutch.com.
Like while you're looking, I'm going to tell you what the website says. Citrus fruit, spices, delicate hints of honey, vanilla, and oak.
Okay, I get that.
Concludes with a lingering finish of peppery vanilla and oak.
Other hint of chocolate or cocoa
Dude,
rye
I get
bread.
freaking chocolate and peanuts, man. That's wild, dude.
How about Words of Whiskey? Somebody that I've never heard of or ever seen a review from. I'm clicking on it now. It's taking a while to load. This actually looks like a Dutchman who has reviewed this whiskey. So this is somebody's name I can't pronounce.
We'll just call him Sir Dutch.
Yeah, Sir Dutch, who is the author of this post in 2024 on Words of Whiskey, says...
While you're looking, I'm going to say the mid palate and the finish, I love.
Okay.
The very front, that's that one little weird that tastes more like something on a scotch or something.
Here we go. It says plenty of black peppercorns, light floral touches, a generous amount of earthy and bready notes, some brown sugar, sliver of thyme, whiffs of lemon, and cardamom too. So you know what's funny? They said cardamom, and cardamom to me, because I eat Indian food and clove. Maybe that's what the spice was I couldn't pick out. It says taste even oilier than a standard 100 rye. No, it is standard 100 rye. Hints of orange liqueur, almond paste, honeycomb, pepper, cinnamon, eucalyptus, grilled pineapple, juniper, and ginger. And then it says long, warming, spicy finish with lingering pepper, cinnamon, sweet dates, and bitter chocolate.
There you go. There's an almond
Yeah,
paste. So
there
that might
you
be
go.
the wafer nut that we're getting.
There you go. Perfect.
There you go.
Sourdough and even some grassiness. And so, you know what's funny about these tasting notes? Even though they came from, again, wordsofwhiskey.com, who we never see a whole bunch from because it's a Dutch person reviewing things. He gave it an 8.9 and said it's well beyond belief, the flavorfulness of everything else. I will just go out and say this before we do pass try by. This is not something that American whiskey drinkers would ever be used to, and I'm using myself as an example of that.
Yep.
So with that in mind, are we there?
I think so.
All right.
So, guys, would you be a pass, try, buy on this Millstone Dutch single rye whiskey without the E?
Whiskey without the E. E.
All right, I'll go first.
All right, please. Steven.
I will actually be a buy.
Oh, wow.
I think if anyone is interested in Scotch, which I'm not really,
Right.
but I think this might be a good hand-holding
Oh.
between the bourbon rye world and the Scotch world. Like Kenny and I kind of agree that
Right.
little taste on the palate that you get, the weirdness of it,
Uh-huh.
that could be like a Scotch. But then it quickly goes away to what you're kind of familiar
It
with.
goes away to that peanut and chocolate
So-
in the middle and just a long,
Right.
lingering
So
finish.
I think you could probably get used to maybe the Scotch taste
Right.
by drinking this. And I think the nose is really nice.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, the taste is nice. So I'm going to be buying.
Okay. Steven coming in strong with the buy. Kenny, you ready? You want me to go at you here?
I'll go next. Even though I bought this bottle,
Right.
I am going to be a try.
Okay.
So I do like it.
Mm-hmm.
It is very unique, and it's something. One of those things that I would go back to again. So we talked about previously. Like,
Right.
I drink something like I would never go back to that ever. I would go back to this, and I'm going to share this with other people. So I'm going to be a try. Now, I've seen this online for I've looked it up, $69 to $99 in a lot of places.
Right.
But those, then you got massive shipping with that.
Okay.
Because they're coming from overseas.
Yep.
So in the U.S., it looks like it's about $105, still plus $20 or $30 in shipping.
Okay.
So we probably need to think of this more of like a $120 bottle, not a $99 bottle.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And once we hit that 120-ish, that's what our River Roots Rye pick was.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, but dude,
But
this
it's, different,
chocolate and it tastes totally different. This chocolate and peanut in the middle, man, is just freaking amazing. So I can see how it won the World Rye Whiskey of the Year, because a lot of people judging that are just whiskey in general. They're ryes, they're scotches, they're Taiwanese, they're everything, all over the place.
Right.
And this is pretty freaking neat. But I'm officially going to be a try.
So you're going to be a try, even though you would go back to it, but you're going back to it to share it more so
Because
than
it's just
drink
so
it by
different and
yourself.
unique, right?
Okay.
It's different.
Yeah, I'm going to pick right up on that. So I can see both sides of what you guys are saying. For me, the uniqueness of it is the key, because aside from wheat, my next love is rye. I love wheated bourbons and I love rye. And so as a lover of rye, I can wholeheartedly say that this is not your traditional American rye. Yeah, sure, you don't get, like I always jokingly call them, either a fruit and caramel butterscotch sweetness with the rye, or like a more earthy, vegetable-y kind of piney. You're not in either of those camps with this. You are in like a completely different realm where you're experiencing something that does have rye undertones, but also, like Steven says, shares a little bit of that characteristic of Scotch, even though none of us are experienced Scotch drinkers. And so for me, the uniqueness factor is enough for me to want to try it. And I hesitate on buy just because I have tasted so much rye whiskey, and this is so far out of my wheelhouse. Like, I'm just going to say it. It's just way far out of what I'm used to with rye.
If we lived in Europe,
Right.
and this was $69 like they advertise online,
Right.
I'm going to buy all day.
Yeah.
But you're going to pay $110 to $120 minimum.
And having traveled a few times to Europe, I will say this. The alcohol there and what they enjoy is different. Like, I remember the first time I'm getting like an IPA. I thought I'm getting an IPA like United States IPA, and it was like a flat, warm, weird tasting thing. And I was like, wait, this is an IPA? So there's different styles of making alcohol, and I feel like this is a different style. That's all I can say about it. In a good way. It's definitely not a bad whiskey at all. Like, it's something that I'm intrigued by, and I do want to revisit. And Kenny, you better keep that bottle around.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm kind of like, I'm teetering to go back to a bottle like Steven, because this is something that I want to share with a lot of people, because it's very unique and good still.
Right.
And it's just different than anything else that...
And it also goes into that Scotch, but without dealing with the moss or the peat. Or the peat. The smoke.
No smoke.
No smoke, no peat.
No smoke, no peat.
Yeah, getting those crappy things out of the way, you can enjoy what the Scotch, I guess,
You just offended 2 of our listeners.
And all of Europe.
About the Scotch. We probably don't have many people that drink Scotch that listen to this podcast. So, I mean, no, but it's really cool. And the last uniqueness factor I'll give it is the fact that it's got an April 12, which my brother's birthday is actually April 12, but it's April 12 and October 20. So got both my brothers on the bottle. Kenny, I think, do you have an extra one of these? I just need it for my brothers.
So here's the thing. I don't, but I'm going to look online to see. I actually bought
Steven,
2.
he's buying. It sounds like he's buying.
He's bidding right now.
Well, no.
He brought the big computer for this.
I bought 2 bottles, which help reduce, shipping. Well, you get more bang for your buck when you space shipping costs.
It saved the world. Yeah, no, I got it.
But I'll look and see, if I can find some more of them, because there were several U.S. companies that said they had it, but then they were outrageous, like $45 shipping or something crazy.
Jeez.
So, and if you order it from the website, their own website, it was $105.99, but then it was like $40 shipping. So I found it for less than that when I bought mine. I'm about $110, $108 into each bottle.
This reminds me of the uniqueness of the Barcones single malt.
Yeah.
How it was like one off, but we all liked it.
Do you mean balcones?
No, the Balcones. it's the upper level.
What a dolt. I'm such a dolt.
And this was fresh crack too.
Yeah, fresh crack.
I wonder what's going to be like.
I think
what?
I'm going to make one more.
Here we go.
He's frothing again. While he's doing that, I want to also say I think this is a beer drinker's rye.
Oh, that's a good point.
Meaning that I want to get this into the hands of Jason.
I bet Jason.
I want to see what Jason thinks of this. We're going to have to get him a sample to him and Matt and have them do a review on Arsenic Culture on this one, because I think that they might like this. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Jason and Matt, the 2 best beer guys we know in Lexington. You know any better beer guys than those guys?
I'm not a beer guy.
I can't.
Those episodes were so funny we did with them.
Yeah.
My face, I was like, whoa.
Mr. Bitter Beer Face.
Because we just record the podcast. There's no video, so when I make a weird face, it's like it's no big deal. Sure, I was on camera making some bad faces on those beers, boy.
It hurt his image.
They know what he looks like.
There you go. After frothing, the world is waiting on bated
Holy
breath.
crap.
Bated breath.
The very first thing we talked about, that weird thing in the front,
it's
like gone, it seems like.
Uh-oh.
Now it's just like a candy bar, like a daggone peanut butter chocolate candy bar. Now that I froth it, got some air into it. Isn't that very beginning thing gone?
I don't even know.
Or it's not as dominant or prominent?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's sweeten it up.
Crap.
Wow.
Hang on.
Sweeter. It's definitely sweeter. Hang on. Are we hanging on? Are we done? This is short. Uh-oh, he's revising. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a revision.
I got to copy Steven, then I'm bye.
Uh-oh. Boom.
That's it.
And with that, thanks for listening to this episode. Please like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mashup KY.
Don't forget to visit our partner, bourbonoutfitter.com. Enter code THEMASHUP for a special discount.
Also,
head on over to our partner, the Woodwork Collective, at woodworkcollective.shop. Enter code MASHUP for a 15% discount.
let us know your thoughts on this bottle in the comment section. Until next time, keep it new.